everybody, Michelle here with Battlefords and Lloydminster Fit Body Bootcamp. Oh boy, just saw a video that actually made me do the ugly cry. And I'll post it on my pages yet. But it was about a lady who was not the ideal body shape that society finds accepting. And she went out in her underwear on a busy street and blindfolded herself and held her hands out with markers for people to write things on her body about what they thought about what she was doing. And she had a sign in front that explained it, and she put that she was someone who'd struggled with body image her whole life. And man, that hit home. That is something I can totally relate to. I feel comfortable in my body now as I get older, but definitely struggled with that my whole life and would have never had the courage to do what she did. And believe me, that took a lot of courage. And it made me sad for all the women I talk to every single day who are embarrassed by their bodies, who feel judged by their bodies, whether they're overweight or underweight or the right size, they still feel judged. People shame them, and I've been there, being a public figure and not being the typical trainer or having the typical trainer look. So have been called out on that by by strangers and by people that I know, and without them really understanding my story. And what I really want to do is help people overcome all of that stuff, and it's a big job because society is going to continue to point out what's wrong with us so that we buy their stuff. Society is going to point out all the things that we are lacking so that we buy their product, and it works. We're not going to get slim unless we buy that magazine, right? We're not going to get slim unless we try these supplements and these shakes and these patches and different things like that. It just really hit home for me because because I know the exhaustion of being heavy and overweight. I know the exhaustion of weighing every piece of food I put in my mouth. Should I be eating this? Shouldn't I be eating this? Is this enough carbs today? Is this enough protein? Am I doing this? I shouldn't be eating that. One program says do this. One program says do that. You know, what do we do? And it becomes exhausting. And that is the reason I opened Fit Body Bootcamp. Because I needed a place where I felt I belonged. Because I don't belong at the big box gyms. I don't belong jogging down the road because I don't enjoy it. I needed a place where I felt comfortable to work out, and that's why I opened the gyms. I may not be the ideal trainer looking type person, but my heart is good, my intentions are good, and I know my clients and I love them and I appreciate them and I understand their struggles. So when they come to me and tell me I don't feel good in my skin, I don't feel comfortable, I don't feel worthy, can you help me? Yes, I can. Yeah, I can, because I've been in that hole, right? I am not going to allow them to let me do all the work for them. They have to help me help them get out of the hole. But I've been in that hole, and I know the way out of it. And that's what I do. And again, I'm just so proud of that lady in that video. And her strength and her courage, because it's something that not all of us find. It's something that a lot of my clients are still hiding behind, their fear and their fear of judgments, and they hold themselves back from life and from so much because they don't feel like they're worthy of putting themselves first or making themselves a priority or loving themselves just the way they are. Or loving themselves enough to make the changes that they need to change. So anyway, that was my thoughts for tonight. I thank my friend Kelly for sending that video to me because that really was a powerful message. So have a good night, everybody.